Okay, ladies, let's lose that pooch. These are the best exercises for the lower abs. I know it's super stubborn sometimes, and we don't know which ab exercises are the best to really target the lower abdominals. So here are 8 exercises that you can do. Incorporate them into your next workout or do these all together. The best way you can do this is do all of our exercises for the prescribed number of reps and the number of sets, resting in between after 8 are completed. Give yourself about a minute rest and then repeat it. Now you can do this workout 3 to 4 days a week. Just make sure they're not in consecutive days in a row. That way you have some good rest in between to let your muscles repair and then be ready for some more work. So our first drill that we're going to do, all you need is yourself and a mat. You don't need any other equipment. This is awesome. We're gonna start with a 90-degree static press. So I'm gonna lay flat down at my back. Not only is this great for your lower abs, but it lengthens out your spine and it decompresses you as well. So it's one of my favorite drills to do. I do this at least 3 days a week myself. I take the heels of my hands to the top of my knee, right on that thigh, and you want to push your knees in as you push your hands away. So the static press comes from delivering pressure to the heels of your hands, and without rolling your shoulders up, keep them down, press your hands into your thighs. My abs are working a ton right now. And if I think about squeezing my pelvic floor and lifting it up, my lower abs work even more. So that right there, you're gonna do 3 sets of 10. So you're gonna press in and release, press in and release. So again, 10 reps, 3 sets. All right, up next we have our resisted single leg stretch. Okay, so you're gonna lay flat down on your back, and you're gonna take your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg out. Interlacing your fingers and creating a palms facing away from you. You wanna actually resist your thigh coming in. I'm gonna curl my head, neck, and shoulders up so that I'm actually in a crunch. I'm gonna press in, I'm gonna tip my tailbone up and then switch. So I'm gonna press, tip, and lift. Press, tip, and lift. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's a tiny little bit of a lift just to make sure that the lower abs are really working. I like to exhale as I lift. So this right here, you're gonna go for 10 reps, 3 sets, okay? You're gonna find a familiar pattern with those. Our next drill is gonna be our U-boat. So we wanna stay laying back on our elbows, and we want to, coming back onto our elbows, take our knees up into a nice tabletop position. This is 90 degrees. I'm gonna tip my legs over, keeping the 90-degree bend. I'm gonna sweep my knees down and lift back up. So it's like you're tracing the letter U. So we're not getting rid of that 90-degree angle. I'm actually opening the angle from my hip, lowering down and lifting. Lowering down and lifting. Whew. Those lower abs are really gonna get it there. Again, we're gonna go for 20 reps of those, making sure that you're alternating your directions on either time, okay? Our next drill, guys, is gonna be our reverse plank hover. So we want to actually sit facing down. I'll show you in both ways, but we wanna basically take our hands on the outside of our hips, and we're gonna lift up. Our shoulders go away from our ears, and our hips lift up off the floor. So the further forward your hands are, the more challenging it is. The further back they are, the easier it is. But we want to remember to try to keep a tall posture. So I'm going to lift all the way up, lifting my hips up, and lower back down. 10 reps of 3 sets. If you want to make it more challenging, lift one leg up and lower down. Lift one leg up and lower down. Okay? Again, 10 reps and 3 sets. Our next drill is going to be our crisscross lift and switch. So we're gonna lay flat down on our back. I'm gonna spin around for you. You start this with one leg crossed on top of the other. We're gonna lift all the way up, come back down, and then switch your legs. Lift up, lower down, and then switch. Come up, lower down, and then switch. So the inner thighs are gonna work quite a bit, and then the lower abs are gonna really help you lift, but you gotta exhale right before you start to lift. That way they actually start to activate and they can do more of the work versus your hands pressing down or using momentum, okay? So when the lower abs are just starting to be activated and worked and you're new to this, they might not lift very high, and that's okay. The goal is not to get super high. The goal is to work the lower abs. So I want you to remember that, and that you'll get the height the stronger you get. So keep on doing these. That particular drill right there is gonna be 10 reps. Again, we're going to go straight up and lower our feet down, 10 reps and 3 sets. Our inching elbow plank is one of my favorites. You're gonna come into an elbow plank. Your feet are gonna be a little bit wider. That's gonna give you more leverage. If you have tight hamstrings, a wider stance is definitely gonna help you here. So we're gonna end up hiking up in a plank. We're gonna inchworm, taking 1 foot forward, hiking our hips up, and then keep going until you can't go anymore, and then walk your feet back. If you wanna make it more challenging, bring your feet together. And if you are too tight in the hips or lower back or even the upper back, you're gonna need a lot of shoulder mobility and back mobility there too. Don't go up as high, just work your range of motion. That'll be a lot better than rounding the spine or bending the legs, okay? For that, you're gonna do 5 reps and 3 sets. So just have to go in and out 5 times. It is challenging enough. 5 reps is gonna kick your butt. Full plank passe is next, so we're gonna be on our hands in plank, not our elbows. And a passe is bringing your toe to your knee, okay? So when I do this, I'm actually gonna rotate my right knee to my left elbow, rotate the hips, and then come back. So I wanna rotate the hips and come right back to center. Rotate the hips, come back to center. So I'm directing my hips in either direction. Anytime you're gonna pull your toe up towards your knee, you're actually gonna activate the lower abdominals, and then you're adding in that nice oblique twist too, so you get a kind of double whammy right here. It's awesome. So you wanna do 10 reps and 3 sets of your full plank passe. And our final drill is gonna be our frog press. So we're gonna lay flat down on our back. Hands are gonna be right behind you. And the frog position, your heels are in, your toes are out, and you're gonna extend out and then pull in. Extend out and pull in. You can do this on your elbows. You have much more leverage when you're up on your hands. And if you really wanna make it harder, you probably guessed it, arms go out and then pull in. Arms out and pull those legs in. Again, you're gonna give me 10 reps and 3 sets. So these guys are the best exercises for your lower abdominals. I want you to try to perform this workout 3 to 4 days a week, incorporate it into your next one. It doesn't take too much time, and I know it's worth it. So make it happen.
Hi, I'm Khloe Kardashian, and you're with Shape.com.